Venue has been turned white as we are high above snowy GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway on a Monday night. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. But you look at this Bronco defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Fight on these two.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. But this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And the tight end goes in motion left. Ball again on second down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
You know, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Yellow. Return.
They go play fake. Mahomes in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nick Bonito. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it to Hall. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now they'll change things up. They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Room here to run. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have cut the lead back down to 2. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Ball again on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Hall again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Running left, it's Hall. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. Hall on to give up the middle. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. There on the stop was Leo Chanel. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Back to the ground with Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One more time with Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here? Well,
to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Breece Hall. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
We're good.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, dribble it.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A well-executed 22-yard gain. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A final shot before break. Nix back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Nix to the air. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a fourth down. Slot man moves right. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. from 13 yards out.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here this third quarter.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hero, 15.
The slot man in motion right. Mahomes will throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. The try for two is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Nix. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Straight ahead is Hall. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. A handoff for Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Nix. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
How about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going. It's Nix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Dashing through the snow. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Throwing Nix. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. To throw is Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 70 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Again, it's Pacheco.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the